everyone, and welcome to my blog. Today I actually wanted to do a video blog because I had so much to say, and typing it, sometimes the same experience doesn't come through, like when you can hear my voice or see my expression. So first and foremost, I wanted to thank everyone for all your sweet messages, the people that have been following me that know that I had kind of gone through this really strange time in my life, and everything kind of came together within the last week or so. So for those of you who don't know, or you want a little bit more of a backstory on what actually happened, I'm super excited to talk to you today about how you can actually truly find what your inner voice is telling you to do. You know, so many people come to me and they're like, Chris, how do I get out of this financial struggle? Or how do I know what my next step is? Or how do I know what my inner voice or what my calling is, like my purpose and my passion? And I think it's a great question, and I know how you feel if you're questioning this too, because I was there. I used to go to my life coach thinking that the only reason I was needing to pay her or to see her was for her to tell me what I needed to do. I was like, yeah, that's great. I need to go through my crap, sure, but I want to know what I'm supposed to do with my life, or I want to know what my next step is to make more money, or how am I going to serve more people, or whatever it is. That's what I would go to her for. So here's the deal. I was going through a confusing time a couple weeks ago, and at the same time I've also been studying A Course in Miracles, reading Return to Love, kind of seeking out like a different way to look at things. Can you hear that? My window's open because it's actually pretty warm here. And during this time of reading these books and really cracking open my inner voice, the voice that has always been there telling me what my next step should be and what I should be doing, was just really being muted by my ego and the things that I thought were right, or the things that I had been told not to do because it's not going to make you money, or, you know, don't do this because it's going to screw up this, or whatever it is. This is the way I've lived my life, fully and completely in fear, until I had started my own journey, seeing coaches, becoming a coach, starting a business, and all that stuff. And that was over, you know, years of experience in actually diving into my stuff. But what I noticed was the more I dove in, I was still getting confused in places. And I never really knew how to let the clear answer come to me, or how to let the miracles come to me, basically. I was always the one that thought I could think my miracles into place, or if I want X, I'm just going to think about it all day and I'm going to get it. If I want more clients, I'm just going to think about it. I'm going to go hustle. I'm going to go, you know, friggin' talk to everybody I know, and I'm just going to do it. And I would do it. But there was always this piece of me that felt like awkward and weird and strange and confused. So it's one day, I guess a few weeks ago now, I literally had a breakdown. Like, I started crying, and I was talking to my boyfriend, and I'm like, what is it? What do I need to do? Like, what is my next step? You know, I really want to up level. I really feel stagnant, and I really want to take things to a next level. I want to serve. Like, I'm craving to serve more people in a larger mission and in a larger way, but I don't exactly know what my message is, what to do, or how to get there. And he's going through the same process as well, through, you know, really working into the shadow work and into Course in Miracles and all that stuff. And it's like I would read it and I would know it, but I wouldn't surrender. I'd read surrender or ask for the miracles or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, I understand, but I never did it. And this is the thing I think most people are doing that's holding them back in their business, in their careers, in life in general. You know what you need to do, but it's not that serious enough for you to step up and do it. And that's where I was. That's where I've been living. So this one night, I said, F it. I can do this. And I literally fell to my hands and knees and I surrendered. I'm like, what do you have for me? Like, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? Who am I supposed to be getting my message to? Who can I go and help next? And it was literally 30 minutes later. It was 3 days later that something had come up for me. But 30 minutes later, I felt something click. And I'm like, oh, okay, everything's going to be fine. It's going to be good. And then I just knew everything was going to fall into place. 3 days later, I had a mindset or an idea come to me about something that I had always been interested in. And I'm like, I wonder how that's going. And it was literally 30 minutes later from that period that an opportunity came up for me. And yeah, looks like we're moving to San Diego for a bit. And that's always been a dream of mine. If you followed me ever anywhere on any of social media or met me in person, that's all I've ever talked about was going down to San Diego for some time and enjoying it down there, and then coming back to Canada when I can. And it's everything was such a message, and it is such a strong connection that I felt that I finally was able to surrender and let everything come in. So I don't want to make this all about me. I actually want to help you. If you're feeling like you're super stuck, or you might be on a spiritual or crazy personal development journey, but you still feel like the results aren't showing up for you, been there, I know. What I suggest you do is get so engulfed in trusting that the universe has a plan, that inner voice you hear within isn't lying to you. If it is a peaceful, calm voice and it feels right, that's the voice you listen to. If it's the negative voice saying, no, you can't do this, no, you're not good enough, no, you're unworthy, don't even bother taking a risk, don't try, that's your ego. That's the loud voice, the annoying voice that you want to say, shut up and stop and hit and get out of my head. You want to start listening to that calm, peaceful voice that just pops something up and says, hey, what about this? And you're like, oh, yeah, that feels nice. That feels right. Let's explore it a bit more. Start listening to that. But what I suggest you do is you just stop living in such a state of fear and worry and doubt all the time, and ask, just surrender and ask to the universe, to the God, to whoever you believe in, a higher power. No matter what, it's there. You cannot argue the law of gravity, just like we can't argue the laws of the universe. And you just ask, what is my message? What am I here to do next? How am I supposed to take what I have within and serve others? Because bottom line, it doesn't matter about the money. It doesn't matter about the client showing up in front of you. It's how well you can serve them. The more you serve, the more you give, the more you step up and teach, the more abundance comes your way. The universe just knows energy, so give more to get more. So if you're in that same state that I was, super confused, trying to control and manipulate your whole life and all the situations that come into your life, just try sitting one night and F it, surrender, see what happens, and let it go. Have the feeling that you know the right thing is going to come to you, and start opening up more conversations, start reaching out to new people, start making new connections, because you never know what's going to come back into your life. And that's exactly what I did. And now I'm like, on this pretty cool new journey, and I'm able to share it with you. I'm able to share that miracles do actually exist and they do come true, because this is something that I've been wanting for so long, and now the opportunity has arisen for me to go and pursue it and follow it. And I want the same for you. I want you to get really good at listening to that inner voice and knowing why you're here and what you're supposed to do with it next. And this so far is a 10-minute video, so I am going to go because I'm probably rambling and blabbing your ear off, and you might be getting more confused. But what I suggest is, if you do have any questions, come leave me a message. Come back to the blog and leave me a comment, or send me an email. Find me on Facebook, and I'll gladly offer you some tips and advice. This is such a safe community, so feel free to comment below, because I think everyone would want to jump in and kind of hear how you stepped in to listen to that inner voice and really know what it is that you're here to serve more people and share more love and do. And I know the answer is going to come back for you, because it always does. You just need to tune in and listen. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and let me know how it goes. See you. Peace.